Hello, everybody. This is Glenda and Buster with AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community. And our friendly community welcomes you. Again, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my day and talk about one of my kids. My other daughter. I have two. From our granddaughter's graduation, Nina, our daughter, has just received her flower from her daughter. Proud of both of them. Guess what I did today? What? I proofread more chapters and fixed the typos. Was that a lot of work? Not really the way I did it, no. Because I only did about a chapter. Was it a long chapter? Not one of the longest ones, no. Well, golly. Well, I also did a treatment and did some work on those pages. The rest of the time, watched TV, played games, slept, ate. Well, I guess you had a day then. Nina, our third child, second daughter, she was a kind when she was little. If she got in trouble, I'd just look at her funny and she'd break down crying. I could very seldom discipline the child. She just didn't want to get in trouble. Everybody thought she was so spoiled. She was the youngest. Everybody thought she was so spoiled. I wasn't trying not to raise her correctly or not to discipline her. I couldn't because she was so heartbroken at the very thought of it. I say that to her now and she just laughs. She said, I knew I was getting in trouble. And I didn't know. It upset me. I was getting in trouble. So anyway, but she has done so well. Nina was, well, they all kind of said they didn't think they could do what I was doing when they were growing up, with taking care of other people and that kind of stuff. And I think you hear a lot of that, but you don't really know until you're in that situation or until you actually do it. And, well, when they were first married, she did some, just like a couple hours a day at the nursing home, more or less just taking water around and snacks and that kind of stuff, and helping out with minor things. Because she really didn't need a full-time job at that time. She had a baby at home. And her husband was working full-time. They just could not afford the babysitter. And I babysat. Yeah, I babysat while she was doing that. But anyway, she would come and she told me, she said, Mom, after being down there, I could not do what you do. And I could not do what Angie did. Because Angie worked as a CNA down there for a while, and then she went to work working with special needs at Beatrice State Developmental Center. And I had worked there for several years. And Nina, she just like, oh, Mom, I could just never do that. It's just too gross for me. I just couldn't do it. Well, you never know what you can do until you do it. And this girl has been out at Beatrice State Developmental Center, working with special needs for the last, I think she said, 13 years. I couldn't take that place that long. I would go there for a couple years and I would get burnout or something. I think my longest time working there was about 5 years. But she's been there all these years. She's been a med aide, and she's been, well, she's a shift supervisor now on day shift for one of the areas. And so, but she just, that girl, I think I read you the Mother's Day card she gave me. She brought me this bucket just full. You're being one of my things there, Buster. Yeah, I'll help you measure it out. It was full. Yeah, it was a bucket that was just full of, there was shampoo and conditioner, there were body washes, there's lotions, and even toothpaste, and just an all-around self-care, indulgent self-care kit. And anyway, so, but in the card she had said something about that it was stuff that she'd got with coupons and had stocked up on it. But I was going to say, that don't matter to me. But then she had me read on, and the card said, well, I was taught to shop with thrift, or to live with thrift, and by my parents, and so I follow suit. And she just won my heart right there. When you find that your kids, and I have with our kids several times. Angie, she still shops at thrift stores and at, that girl, auctions. Her and her husband, they love auctions and garage sales. And now my granddaughter, the one that just graduated, she likes to go around to garage sales. But Nina's a couponer. Angie may well be, but mostly I think she just likes to go to thrift stores and that kind of stuff, because she loves to just dig in and see what she can find, I think. But she can get so excited. But I'm on Nina right now. But Nina just loves she's not an extreme couponer. But she will look for the double coupons, and she has certain stores that she will go to in Lincoln and Beatrice, and she watches from those stores. Nina really is a wonder of a person. And she's kind of like Joe in a lot of ways. I tried so hard when she was growing up. I would say, well, I want you to get into Girl Scouts, or I think it was Brownies, one of those. I don't want to do that stuff. I'd say, well, try it for 1 year. Well, that would be enough for her. She didn't want to do it anymore. 4-H, I wanted her to do it. I said, at least for 1 year. And I thought she had a blast that year. And she was treasurer, she was, she just did really good. And she does well at things. But when her year was up, she didn't want to do it anymore. Her dad is not a joiner. Her daughter is a joiner. Anyway, I used to join all kinds of things in school, but then I guess that was just kind of expected of us. I don't know. I don't regret any of it. But anyway. Nina, sweet, don't you talk bad about Nina. I'm not. I'm not talking about it's okay to be like that. It's okay not to be a joiner. I mean, she joins into things that when she feels it's right, when she wants to. She'd rather spend time when she's not at work with her family. And, well, there was one weekend she took her kids and went to Nebraska City and to a park up there. Or her and her husband will watch a movie together and they'll sit there and tease each other about one thing or another. I don't know. I'm not privy to it and I don't want to be. There's just some things that, once they're grown up. But I'm just very, when they're very young and they're first starting out, first flying the nest, you are so afraid for them. And that last one especially, because not only are you letting her fly the nest, but you're getting stuck in the nest. Or it seems that way. And then it's called an empty nest. And it takes a while to adjust to that. And so anyway, but thank goodness they didn't move she didn't move too far from home. So I was able to see her quite a bit. Same with her big sister. She didn't move too far from home. But Nina was my baby, and so I kept kind of getting in there and interfering a little bit, so I kind of finally had to back off. When her oldest sister left home, I intentionally tried not to insert myself a lot that first year of their marriage because I knew how difficult that could be to have an interfering parent. Not mine. Not Joe's. My first husband's. Anyway, they're gone. They can't defend themselves, so I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, I have my opinions, and I know they're strong, and I know I need to just kind of watch it. But anyway, they've been married for almost 19 years. And I am just so amazed at the children and at her strength of character. They're not the same family as my oldest daughter's family. They're not the same family as their brother's family. And they're not the same family as they had growing up. And that's the way it should be. Everybody needs to be in their own family who they are. Good night. Count yourself special and those around you. You all are who you are. Be who you are. Yeah. I get to be a dog and bark. Boop, boop. Gruff, gruff, gruff. That's right, you can't bark, can you? Nope, but I can say gruff. Oh, good night, everybody. And the word is respect and care. Kindness, and we'll see you tomorrow.